Our drone show is coming back and it's going to be bigger than ever. Every single weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be a drone show with 400 drones and they're going to paint the sky over NRG Arena. And it's going to have beautiful animations of our Western heritage and our rodeo and everything that we encompass. And we're very excited about that. There's also going to be fireworks. So good for the kids. It'll be really fun.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Spotlight Houston, where we bring you the best of the people, places, and events in Houston. This week, we dive behind the scenes of one of the biggest annual events in the city, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We sat down with Danielle Grossman, Director of Strategic Communications for the rodeo, to talk about what we can expect this year, the event's history, and what goes on behind the scenes to pull it together every year. Before we move on to the show, I'd like to take a moment to welcome our newest audience members from Sight into Sound. Beginning this week, our show has been added to their show lineup and will run several times a week. Welcome! The original air date of this episode is Sunday, February 18th, 2024. And now your host, Blanca Quesada.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Spotlight Houston. I'm Blanca Quesada, and I'm super, super excited to be doing this show today because it's my favorite time of the year, and my favorite event is happening. It's coming up soon in a couple of days, and just in case you haven't figured it out, it's the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the biggest event of the year, I think, in Houston. And every year it actually seems to get a little bigger and more fun. But did you know that Houston gets to host a huge number of visitors from all over the world? So the rodeo's not just big in Houston, it's big all over the world. Here to tell us everything about it is Danielle Grossman. She is Director of Strategic Communications. And hi, Danielle. It's great to have you here.
Hi,
Yeah,
Blanca. Thank you so much for having me.
yeah, I'm so happy that you were able to join us. And I have a ton of questions, a ton
I'm
of
ready
questions.
for it. Let's go. Fire at me.
Okay. How about if we start with the history of the rodeo? Because I
Okay.
know that it's about 90 years old. It's celebrating 90 something years, right?
Oh yeah, we have been around since 1932, so we're over 90 years old if you can believe it. We have such a long, rich history, and it was established in 1931 as the Houston Fat Stock Show and Livestock Exposition, but eventually took a life of its own and became this huge event that we have today. In 1938, there was the first parade, and then 1942, we had the first calf scramble all the way up until we started having performers, which started making it an even more big event in Houston. And people have been coming out ever since. Elvis performed in 1970. George Strait's quote, big break was in 1983. So, people, we could talk all day long about the history of the rodeo, but we
I
know it's
know,
an
90
incredible,
years worth, right?
yeah, it's an incredible staple here in the community. We're not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah. So the parade is coming up pretty soon too. Is it Saturday? This coming Saturday?
The parade is coming up. It is this Saturday, yes, and it is going to be amazing. It starts at 10 a.m. downtown, so we encourage everyone to get there a little bit early. There's going to be tons of horses. Our trail riders are going to be out there. There's going to be floats, a lot to see. Our grand marshal is Beaver, the CEO of Bucky's, which should be fun as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great time, and we hope the weather is going to be fantastic as well.
Yeah, I've been listening to the weather because that's one of my favorite things to do is go to the rodeo parade and watch the trail riders come in, watch the horses, and then of course at the end the Santa Claus float.
Yeah, the
Oh,
flips are always fantastic, and they take it very seriously. So it's
yes,
it's a fun time for the whole family, really.
yes. And what is new for this rodeo in the parade anyway?
So the parade is gonna be as usual. There's gonna be a lot of the same things. It's gonna be fantastic, a good time. As for the rodeo itself, we have a few new things coming up this year we're really proud of and we want to tell people about. So one brand
Yes.
new thing we have is our brand new website and app. So we encourage people to download our new app, Rodeo Houston, on their app store because it's interactive. There's a lot more information. You can get your tickets for the carnival, get your tickets for the shows. It's intuitive, it's easy, it looks nice. So we encourage people to use that. And then starting in barbecue, there's going to be an interactive map that you can use so you don't get lost again on the grounds because sometimes people do that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be like a start to finish like you do on Google Maps, so you can find your way around, and it also
That's
has
me.
yes, and it also has ADA accessibility, so if you know you need a ramp and can't take the stairs, there's an option for that, so it will show you the route you need to take to make sure you can get there safely, so we're really proud of that, we hope people utilize it, and our drone show is coming back, and it's gonna be bigger than ever. Every single weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there's gonna be a drone show with 400 drones, and they're gonna paint the sky over NRG Arena, and it's going to have beautiful animations of our Western heritage and our rodeo and everything that we encompass. And we're very excited about that. There's also going to be fireworks. So good for the kids. It'll be really fun.
Wow.
And then in addition to that, one more thing, we have the Rodeo Houston Hall of Fame. So we encourage people to go to the second floor of the NRG Center when they come out to the rodeo to check it out. It's honoring a few individuals who have really dedicated a lot of time to the rodeo itself. So we're excited about that. And they're going to get honored on the finals on the last night of rodeo, which is that Sunday.
Wow. Is the app in different languages or just in English?
It's just in English for now, but we have Spanish options. It should be accessible for anyone who needs it.
Oh, okay. Is also the rodeo's, barbecue contest happening anytime soon?
Oh, yeah, barbecue's coming up, and guess what, Blanca? It's the 50th anniversary of the
Oh,
barbecue.
wow,
Yes.
wow.
So they're
Neat.
celebrating a huge anniversary this year. Everyone is pumped up and excited, and it's looking to be fantastic weather. So I think everyone's excited about that too. So people
Do
are gonna
you
be able to wear spring outfits.
do you have more entrants this year?
We have the same amount of entrants. Unfortunately, we're limited with space. Like we can only go
Yeah,
so far. So we
right.
take up the entire area right there behind the Astrodome on Energy Park, and it's going to be full. It's going to be packed. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if people want to come out and eat barbecue, we offer a free barbecue plate for anyone who comes onto the grounds.
And the food is so good. Can't
It's
wait.
it's so good. You have to save all your calories for this time of year,
Oh,
right?
definitely,
Yes.
definitely. It's nonstop, right?
Oh,
Nonstop
nonstop.
eating.
What is your favorite food?
The ribs,
Oh,
the ribs.
I agree. Pretty
Yeah.
tasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, one of my crazy questions is, I always like to know what goes on behind the scenes. What does it take to put on such a huge event?
It's funny you ask that because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you work year round?" People do not realize that this event, it takes year-round effort to put it on. It is
Yes.
we become the 26th largest city in Texas overnight. So, NRG Park itself becomes the 26th largest city. That's how much manpower goes into putting this together and getting it running, and people plan all year round. So, we have 140 plus staff members that work around the clock to make sure everything work seamlessly. We can work with all our vendors and make sure everything is going to go on without a hitch. And then our 35,000 volunteers, they are the backbone of the rodeo. If we didn't have these volunteers, it would not be what it is today. So we are so appreciative of our volunteers. They do amazing work out there and they're really dedicated and passionate about it.
Do you still need volunteers?
We always need volunteers, Blanca. We would love for everyone to come out and volunteer. We have 110 committees, so take your pick.
Wow, wow. And
Yes.
lots of people in each committee, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, the committees will range anywhere from 60 people all the way up to thousands. So there are some that have quite a footprint in the rodeo and some that don't need as many people, but you can go to our website, rodeohouston.com. We have a full list of every single committee that we have.
Yeah, I'm sure that you need those committees to be able to coordinate everybody. You
Yes,
know?
when you think about we have the horse show, we have the rodeo itself, we have the livestock kids, then we have shopping and we have merchandise and we even have committees that help with our marketing, like our signage and things like that. We have a committee that's dedicated to our animals. We have committee that's dedicated to directions to help you and make sure you're on the grounds and you're comfortable and know where you're going. So there's literally a committee for everything you could think of.
Yeah, and especially the rodeo itself with the cowboys there and the bull riding and all that.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
people that take care of the animals and the athletes to make sure they're healthy and make sure everything runs smoothly. Don't forget the mutton busting. That's
Oh,
my favorite
yeah,
part.
my
Yeah,
favorite part, my favorite part.
yeah.
It's so much fun, especially with the kids.
Oh, so cute. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. The kids falling off of them.
I know, they're just
That's
so cute, and they don't
yeah,
it's never happened to them.
yeah. Just I know you have a lot of performers coming in this year. Who are some of the major performers that are gonna be in?
We have a lot of quote, "major performers." We have a lot
Yeah.
of big artists coming. So we have some coming back that we've had before, which we are so thankful for, like Brad Paisley. He's been this is
Oh, he's fantastic.
Oh, yes, he's so good. We have Luke Bryan, we have Blake Shelton this year. We have a lot of great country music, but we also have a lot of musical talent that's coming that isn't country, and it's been very popular. The Jonas Brothers, huge act,
Yeah.
very popular. We have Jelly Roll and Lady Wilson, also 2 very
Oh,
popular acts
wow.
right now, and yeah, they're gonna get a huge following, and then 50 Cent and Bun B's coming back for a 3rd year. So we have a really great lineup of music.
Besides the performers and the, rodeo itself, what other experience or what other new things can people experience at the rodeo, the livestock show and rodeo?
So I encourage people if they have been to the rodeo, maybe they've only been to, say, the carnival area. But I want people to realize that there's so much more. We have a whole entire section in NRG Center called Ag Venture, and it's geared towards our kids and it shows them a lot about what our kids do in livestock, how they raise animals. It shows you chicks hatching, it shows you piglets being born, and you can learn about all these different types of animals. And it's a really fun experience and alongside that, we have tons of shopping. And then over in the arena, we have the horse show. So if you haven't been to the arena, there's a separate set of shopping vendors over there that sometimes people forget. So there's fun shopping over there, but you can also see the amazing work that all these horses do and these people that are competing in the horse shows. So that's a really fun thing I encourage people to check out if they haven't already.
And the horses are gorgeous. I've seen horses that I had never would think existed. I
Yeah,
mean, there's
they're pretty magnificent. You will see the most
yeah,
beautiful horses and they're well taken care of. They take it very seriously.
horses that have been brought from somewhere else in the world are
Yes,
here.
we have people compete from across the globe, and you mentioned earlier about the international, presence here at the rodeo. We have
Yeah.
92 different countries that come out to the rodeo, and so our international committee takes pride in presenting the rodeo to them and showcasing what we do and inviting them back, and you know what, Blanca? A lot of people come out and take what we do and try to replicate it in their event wherever they are across the world because we are so successful with our volunteers and how we function. So we are just a testament that it works and it works well and people love it.
After 90 years, you've got it down.
Yes. I guess we had to have it down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Do you have, like, special tours happening as well?
Yeah, we have tours going on all of the time. So we have a lot of students come in and do tours. Obviously, it's really popular with the young kids because there's tons for them to do. So in the mornings, during the weekdays, you'll see a lot of kids out there on field trips. We also have tours for those who are international, coming from outside of the United States. We make sure that they're accompanied by people who are from here, show them what's going on, make sure they know where they are. We also have Spanish guided tours. We just want to make sure we're all inclusive and we can offer something for everyone.
Yeah. Why do you think it's really important that kids get to see these animals and they get to see everything that's happening at the rodeo and experience so many new things?
You know what, Blanca? And it's 2024, and I find that a lot of our youth, they're on their cell phones and they're trying to look for different careers that might be focused on tech. But it's important to look at the livestock industry and our food source, right? And show
Right.
kids where our food comes from and that you don't just go to the grocery and pick up a steak, that it's a process. And it's really important for them to realize that. And then they, in turn, appreciate where their food come from and then a lot of them enter the contest and decide to raise animals and go through the process and hopefully auction off their animals and use those funds for education. So it's a big 360 and the educational opportunities at the rodeo are endless. We hope to educate everyone who comes out.
Yeah, you mentioned educational opportunities. Is the rodeo still giving out scholarships?
Of course. Our scholarships are our number one priority, Blanca. So we are a nonprofit. And since our creation in 1932, we have given $600 million to Texas students. So we're very proud of that. And this year alone, we are dedicating 22.7 million to scholarships and grants in the greater Houston and Texas area. So we want to help students further their education, whether they're in the livestock industry or not. We believe they are the next generation and they are our future, and we want to help them in any way we can. And they truly are amazing and appreciative when we do that. And we try to increase it every year, and we're focusing a lot more too on vocational. We realize that vocational is really important, whether it be like our plumbers or welders and those individuals going back to school for a second career. So we're trying,
Mechanics. Mhm.
exactly. We're trying to broaden our reach here in the area and just make a big impact.
Mhm. That's always been the major mission of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, right?
Yes, of course. Education is huge. Western heritage, entertainment. These are our pillars that are really important to us. We want to just educate the community, but we also want them to have fun and we want them to remember us. And that's why
Yeah.
we are so loved and honored in the community.
Yeah. And do you highlight, like, the Black or Hispanic cowboys from the past?
Oh, yes. So we do. We have a Go Tejano committee and we have Black Heritage Committee, and those committees do a fantastic job of doing just that. So on Go Tejano Day, we have mariachi semifinals, and they showcase all of those different ethnicities in our community because it is such a huge part of our community, and we try to honor every part of that. So there's a lot of that at the rodeo if you come out on those special days or even outside of those special days.
Yeah, a lot of cultural diversity, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That's what makes Texas.
It is our community. It's 50% of it Spanish speaking individuals. It's very important for us to honor those.
Mhm. Mhm. So, what does it take for somebody to participate in some of these rodeo events?
So, if you are into livestock and you want to participate in the livestock, you have to get involved through your school. That would be 4 H or FFA. We have information on our website, rodeohouston.com. But there's a way to participate if you want to volunteer, say you want to get involved in the horse show. They're always looking for help with that. But we always try to get our applicants in early. So I would go to the website in the summertime and make sure you get in there and apply if you want to participate in any of the events we have going on, whether it's horse show, livestock, or even the rodeo.
Mhm. And are there any rules or anything that we need to know before we get to the rodeo?
So it's important to remember, come with a positive attitude. Yes, it's going to be a great time, but there's no really true rules, I would say. There are some guidelines, things you cannot bring into Energy Park. We have that on our website. I'm not going to go through those, but everyone can come in and enjoy themselves. There's really no restrictions that are too in depth, I would say. We're all encompassing and we really want to honor as many people in our community as possible, especially those with disabilities. And so we're really trying to step up our accessibility at the park. We have 3 new additions to make it easy for those with disabilities. In the stadium, we have a brand new sensory room where those with autism or whatever it may be can go in and take a deep breath and do some puzzles or take a moment of silence away from all of the noise, which is fantastic. This is also the first year we're offering ASL during the rodeo performances in the stadium. So you can go on your app and you can see real life, a live ASL interpreter for anyone who may be hearing impaired during our concerts and our Rodeo Houston event. So that is something we're very excited about. And it really doesn't happen often. So we're one of a few events that actually be able to offer that via the app and live stream, which is very exciting. And then the last thing is we're having a momentum bus. And this bus is an ADA accessible bathroom for anyone who needs it. There's going to be a chairlift, there's going to be nurses there on site to help. So we want people who may not normally come out to the rodeo be able to experience it this year.
Are there any security measures that are going to be taken?
So we are very secure. We take pride in honoring safety first at the rodeo. We work with all of our city, state, and even national entities to make sure we're prepared for anything. We have a command center and we make sure that there's always security on the grounds. We have security walking on the grounds at all times. We have partnered with OEM, the Office of Emergency Management, as well as the FBI and HPD. So we always have someone watching and listening to make sure everyone is safe on the grounds when they come out to show.
Yeah, because you get thousands and thousands of people in there every night.
Yep, there's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, but it just takes a lot more people behind the scenes to make sure it moves slowly. And you know what? They do a fantastic job. And I have to say that they are on top of it and really making sure that everything moves smoothly. And if something were to happen, we are prepared for that. So we want people
Yeah.
to feel safe and ready when they come out and enjoy themselves and not have to worry about that.
Yeah. What about kids that get lost? Because that always happens, right?
Yes, so we have a committee that helps with that. Of course we do. So our directions committee, they have a whole sequence of events they take when they do find a lost child. We give out wristbands to families. So if a child does get lost, there's a number on the wristband and they can connect with the family easily.
Oh,
But yes, there's a whole process to make sure that they're not separated for too long.
that's a great idea. That
Yeah.
is a fantastic idea. Also, accidents happen. So do you have emergency crews there?
Of course, we have emergency crews. We anticipate everything. So, anticipate anything that could happen, we already have thought about and we are preparing for. So, all of our security and emergency management is ready if there was an accident anywhere on the grounds.
Mhm.
And last year, actually, someone had a heart attack, Blanca, and
Oh,
there was
wow.
a committee member who happened to be trained and got a defibrillator and saved his life. So every between all the volunteers and all of the safety and security measures we have, I think you'd be pretty safe out there.
Yeah. And it also takes a lot to get the arena ready.
Oh, yes.
So,
You mean the stadium?
yes, the
The
stadium.
stadium, 600, excuse me, dump trucks of dirt have to be brought in, and that's gonna be happening in a few days. They're loading everything into the stadium right now. It is a process, but it is absolutely amazing. The people behind the scenes have it down to a science, and it turns really fast and becomes this amazing Rodeo Houston experience. So it's
Yeah,
pretty cool. You have if people have not been to the actual Rodeo Houston events, I really encourage them to do so. The concerts are fun, but Rodeo Houston is even more amazing.
I know you walk in and it's like, "What happened to NRG here?"
Yeah, it's
It's a
very
whole
cool.
different place.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you still can get all kinds of food if even if you're not into barbecue, right?
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about the food real quick. I talk about saving up your calories because it's all so delicious. Of course, we have different barbecue vendors. We have 70 different vendors, Blanca, and that does not include all of the vendors in the carnival. So we have all the carnival vendors, which are like your funnel cake and all of those
Right.
crazy foods, deep fried Oreos, whatever
The
you would
corn
like.
dogs
Yes, or like the turkey leg. But
and the
then
ice creams.
oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. But then we have other vendors who have very cool options as well. They offer crawfish french fries and burgers and anything you can think of. We have Mexican cuisine, we have French cuisine, we have American cuisine. So there's a variety and there's something for everyone. And this year, some of our vendors on our Family Wednesdays is free to anyone 60 or over or 12 and under until noon. There's gonna be special discounted food offerings, so that's also something we're excited about this year.
Oh, that's great. That is
Yeah.
great. So how do we purchase tickets?
So if you wanna go to one of the concerts, you can go to our website, rodeohouston.com, and it'll take you to access to buy a ticket. I encourage people, even if they just wanna go to the grounds, to buy a ticket to the concerts. The starting cost of a concert ticket is $25 and a grounds ticket is about the same. And when you buy a ticket to the stadium or like a concert, you also get in the grounds. There's no point in not buying it, right? Because
Right.
maybe you wanna go check out the rodeo for an hour, you'll be able to do that. So I encourage people to get one of those stadium tickets because it also works as a grounds ticket and you can get it as low as $25. So you can get it on our website, rodeohouston.com.
Are they being sold, like, at any of the grocery stores?
They are not. So you have to use our website to get your tickets, but you can buy carnival packs in person at NRG Center if you want, or you can get them online as well. The carnival packs are like a discount deal for those who want to go on rides or eat the food
Yeah.
in the carnival.
Do you have any special offers happening?
The special offers we have are Wednesdays. So Community Day is the middle Wednesday of rodeo, and it's free for everyone before
Okay, no
noon.
excuse. We have to be there.
Yes, before noon. So we encourage people to go and use and utilize that. That should be awesome. Our Wednesdays are important to showcase that we want everyone to come to the rodeo, right? It's a really great
Yeah.
experience. Community Day presented by TC Energy will also have $3 mini corn dogs, $3 mini popcorns, and $3 small sour apple lemonades in the junction, which is where the kids area is in the carnival. So there's going to be discounts for kids because we know when you have multiple kids and families come, it can get expensive. So we wanted to make it easy for them. And it's also buy one, get one rides and games in the junction for kids as well on March
Yeah.
6th. That's Community
Yeah.
Day.
And parking.
Usual parking, we really encourage people to take the metro. Parking is $25 and it's a great way to get there, but the metro is easier, right? So if you
Yeah.
can take the metro or a ride share, things like that, but parking is the same as usual. We actually have another lot opening to make more parking available for individuals. And then we have a
Yeah.
tram that will take you from your car all the way to the park so you don't have to walk.
Oh, okay. So if we park, we can wait for a little tram to come
Mm.
by
Yep.
and
And it
pick
will
us
take
up.
you right to the park. Yep.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And so hopefully the weather will be great the whole time
I
that the
know.
rodeo
Fingers
happens.
crossed.
So
Last year was nice.
it starts this weekend, and when is it over?
Yes, it starts on the 27th and it's end on the 17th of March. So it's going to be over before we know it. So we want people to come out and experience it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things that I forgot to ask was about the auctions. Can we get in as a public?
The auctions are amazing. You can get in. Yes, we don't usually have people going that aren't part of the auction because there is a limited amount of seats in there. So it gets really crowded because there's a lot of people that want to partake, but you're more than welcome to take a peek and see what it's all about in there. The auctions are really fun. They're a great time. And a lot of our media partners do live stream a lot of these auctions so you can watch them on their apps, you can watch them on all kinds of platforms as well. So we want people to see them and experience it because it is fun.
Yeah, and those are really important because they help the kids out.
Yes, portion of the money that is raised from those animals they will get. So it's really important for for the kids and the students as well. So in
Yeah,
addition to that 22.7 million that we're dedicating, a part of that is for these livestock auctions. So
yeah,
the kids take it very seriously and they do a great job.
yeah, and a lot of times, a lot of the international people that have come in, they come in just for that.
Yeah, it's very unique and it's a very special event and people in our community take pride in it and they want to be a part of making the difference and changing these kids' lives. So, it's pretty remarkable.
Other than going into your website, which is the
RodeoHouston.com.
rodeohouston.com, is there a phone number that we can call?
So, we don't really have a phone number we would love people to call. I would prefer you go to the website first. And if you don't find your answer, then you can call us or go to guest services, which is the second floor of NRG Center. But all of the numbers you need for specific asks are on our website. So, whether it's an ADA information, carnival information, there's different numbers for everything. And there's also a general guest services number as well.
Yeah, is the website in other languages or just English?
It's just English.
Okay, great. We have to plan for an entire day to be there, right?
Yes, I definitely recommend planning for your an entire day. Getting that ticket to the concert is key because once you have that, then you have no choice. You have to stay till the concert, right? Yeah.
Right,
So there's
right, right.
tons to do. We have 300 shopping vendors, Blanca. If you want to, if you like going shopping, this is for you too, right? We have
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
We have tons of shopping vendors. We have tons going on in the carnival. We have the wine garden, which we haven't mentioned. The wine garden is so incredibly popular. People love having a glass of wine outside and enjoying the rodeo without the hustle and bustle before they go into the stadium. So
Yeah,
there's tons to do out there. You can
yeah.
easily spend 2 days.
That's what I was about to say. If you can't get to everything and experience everything you wanted, you can keep on going.
Yeah, why not? Come on back. We'd love to have you the whole 20 days.
Danielle, thank you so much for joining me today and for letting us know all the great things that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is bringing for us this year, all the new experiences and all the fun that we can have.
Yes, I hope to
And
see you there.
yeah, I'll be there. First in
Good.
line, probably.
I love it. We will save you a corn dog. How about that? Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
rib. Sorry, a rib.
Yes, the ribs. It has to be the rib. We just need to get on your website and make sure that we get all the information we need before we go.
Yes, and we have amazing information on our app. It'll help you plan out your day from start to finish. So we want to make it easy for everyone. So download that app too.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so like I said again, it was great to have you here because now I know what I want to do, what I
Exactly.
want to enjoy, and how much time I need.
I love it. We're excited. We'll see you there. Let's rodeo.
Yes, let's rodeo. And of course, I also like to thank y'all as well for joining me for this edition of Spotlight Houston. And if you have any comments, please let me know. Or if you have any story ideas, please get in touch.